What's going on, YouTube? Vagabond Builds coming at you today with a 2021 Cadillac CT5 premium package. Now, before we start, please give us a like and a subscribe on this video. Help our algorithms out. And a special shout out to Cadillac, the standalone store here at Roseville, California at the Roseville Auto Mall. Let's go. So starting off with the exterior on this beautiful Cadillac 2021 CT5, I just want to stop and talk Cadillac right now and just get a load of this front end. Now, nothing much has really changed on this front end from the year before or the year before that, but only the grille insert. So the 2019s did have a different grille insert on this lower bottom grille. 2020 and 2021s do have a different look, kind of having that row look coming from the top to the bottom. Now, you do have the LED headlights here, and you do have the markers. Same look, nothing changes. But look at this trim work that Cadillac does on this front end. Just take that in. I mean, what a beautiful art. What phenomenal work that I believe that they have put into this car. They have the gloss black trim up top, along with the polished silver, and also this gloss black grille with a slight chrome look on the front side of these edges here. Beautiful, beautiful look, classy look. I mean, when this is coming down the road, all you can think is snazzy elegance. Continuing on over to the side of the car, you do have your 18-inch Manuchin silver rims. Now, something about this set of rims in particular are you do choose from the 18 inches. You have one of three to choose from, ranging in different silvers and grays and blacks. And then you can also choose a 19-inch or a 20-inch, depending on which package you have or which set of rims you want on your exact sedan. Looking over to the side, you see that Cadillac does stamp their fender with their emblem, letting the consumer know that Cadillac is the one making this car. Beautiful look that I like about these CT5s on the side of this car is they have no trim work on the side. It's a full panel car, so you have the fender with no trim, and then you have the door with no trim on it, giving it more of an elegant look. I'm not a big fan on certain sedans that have, you know, one or two or three trims coming on the door, but this is just a very clean, straight to the point look. You do have your side mirrors. Now look at the effort that Cadillac puts in these side mirrors. You have this paint to match the paint of the car, but then you also have your polished silver trim here with your marker inserted into the side mirror. But on the bottom of this is that gloss trim look, along with this matte silver to match it. Now, the offset on this color trim package is just amazing. This garnet metallic color is just beautiful and elegant. I'm a huge fan of this color. I mean, you do have to put on a little bit on the price tag for this exact color, but it is very snazzy. Coming over to the rear end of the car, we do see that the handles on this car are a two-tone handle. Now, something special about these CT5s is they have these LED bars here. So, you know, when you're coming in to your car at night, you do see that there a slight LED lighting bar on each handle. Very great option to have. Coming over to the back end of the car, you do have your full LED tail light. Nothing changes on the back end either. But this in particular car itself, nothing really changes. You do have your matte silver polished chrome look on these tips with, now this trim plastic does come of a matte flat look. I would say that Caddy could have maybe put, you know, a gloss black to give it a little bit more elegance to this rear end. Now, coming inside the car, you do open up the trunk right under the emblem and the trim, push, automatic open. Something that I noticed opening this exact sedan is what Cadillac does here on this slight edge that, you know, mess can come in. So when you're opening this trunk, because it's open, they have a little trim piece that comes and covers this open edge here, so mess or debris doesn't get in. Very beautiful option. I think that's so witty of Cadillac to do. You do have a standard basic trunk space. You have your WeatherTech floor mats to protect from anything mud or dirt to stain your mat. You can pick that up just like that and lift this mat from here. You do have some personal space. You have your tow hitch and your wheel locks with the wheel lock key. Very to the point, basic. You have your battery compartment here. Now on the Cadillac sedan, the CT5, the batteries are in the back. I kind of like that idea better than the front. Sometimes does has its minuses and positives. You have a little cubby here for something personal if you want, something smaller. Now, a beautiful thing also about the Cadillac sedans is those back seats do pop down from the inside of the car. So on the inside of the car, we're going to be popping those back seats down. Something else that I would have liked Cadillac to do, but not a big deal. Again, it's all opinion, is maybe if they'd start putting an electric button to automatically shut this trunk lid. This is a manual. Now, with this garnet metallic color, the moment you touch it, very beautiful, elegant color, but since it's a dark color, you can see the handprint on the car, so having that electrical button to open and close would be a great idea. Let's close it. Now, this in particular car that I want to make known, it is an all-wheel drive. They do come in two-wheel drive also. My best advice to anyone is get the all-wheel drive. You're not going to regret it. Now let's go inside the interior. Now, something before entering this car is beautiful that Cadillac has is the electric door handles. When you put your hand on that door handle, there's a slight button that you need to press, and it automatically opens the door for you. You don't have to pull that handle, that original or old-timer handle feel. So button pops right open for you. Now, just like we said, these back seats pop down to enter the trunk space. So if having the all-wheel drive system, you want to head up to the mountain, you're skiing or you're snowboarding or anything of that sort, you're putting something longer, you do have the rear end of this interior connecting to your trunk space. Great option to have. Now, guys, just stop and inhale Cadillac's beautiful interior. This Sedona Sauvage perforated leather interior, just a beautiful, classy, and elegant look. I mean, I just got to stop a little bit and just take it in. This, gosh, this color with this exterior color is just a beautiful color combo on this car. Now, for you mothers out there, if you do have a car seat, you can put a car seat on either side. You have these clips here that you pop open. Now, something that Cadillac also did that's awesome is these clips aren't removable. Beautiful thing that they did that is because a lot of people, when they take these off, they lose them. Or, you know, you have a car seat sitting here for quite a while and you forget about the clips and where you put them. These stay there and then you can just come back and close them. Now, coming over to this center armrest, pretty simple, basic, to the point. You do have your cup holders that are lined with rubber, now giving it more grip to the cup. The depth of the cup holder is pretty good, so your cups don't topple over. Coming over, let's see the space in this. We are now being about 6 foot 2 inches. You do have leg room on this sedan, along with you can push this seat up forward and have a little bit more room. But one thing that I did notice is being 6 foot 2 inches, your head will touch the ceiling on this car if you're sitting in the back. So take that into consideration. Your pocket, beautiful leather dressed up on this back end of the seat. Very, very nice on this. You do have your USB-C hookup here on this back end of the center console with the 12-volt charging. So very nice option to have on the sedan. Let's get over to the front. Now being on the inside of this beautiful Cadillac CT5. Beautiful, just want to compliment Cadillac for the look of the car at its first sight. I'm feeling Cadillac fresh right now. So another thing I want to point out is the beautiful carbon fiber trim that I recognize coming inside the car, along with this matte silver speaker cover look. Now, another beautiful thing that Cadillac did was
offer Bose premium sound in their cars. I'm a huge fan of the Bose sound system because of the quality of the sound and the beat inside the car. Now, take a look at this, just this door panel, the offset and the colors that Cadillac put into this car. Great work. The jet black trim here with the carbon fiber and the silver with the Sauvage Sedona look. That is a beautiful, beautiful door panel. And then you take a look at the rest of the car and you see the same exact thing. Beautiful. Now, this driver's seat has a 14-way adjustable seating system. Great option to have. So if you're not feeling comfortable, you can adjust it 14 different ways to exactly get comfortable in your car with a 4-way adjustable lumbar support. So for us tall people or anybody having those lower back issues, they have that lumbar support, which I'm a huge fan in the sedans if you're doing long drives or you're commuting. Now, looking at the steering wheel, you do see that it has the leather stitched with partial perforated leather stitching on the steering wheel. Great, classy, high-end look. And then you have your manual buttons on the steering wheel. Pretty basic. You have your volume and your controls to your radio and your clusters and so forth. Behind the steering wheel, you have your alloy paddle shifters. If you want to feel a little bit swift and nimble, you can use the paddle shifters to get into sport mode with your basic manual controls on your lights and windshield wipers and so forth. On the steering column itself, you do have an electric lever here to control that steering column back and forth, up and down. So put it how you like. And coming over to the center console, you do have your leather stitched in the same interior color with this side button that opens up this cover. Now, one thing that I do like about this center console is this cover opens up to the driver, kind of giving him the feel of he's the driver, he's the important one, letting him see what's inside the box instead of the passenger. Now, you can look at it both ways. Again, it's opinion. Some people would not like that. Some people would. You do have a phone holder in here with a USB-C, a regular USB, and an SD card hookup inside with the 12-volt insert. Let's close that up. Now, you do have your cup holders. The depth of the cup holders are pretty nice, so your cups don't topple over. Carbon fiber trim, again, a sporty kind of luxury feel, which I love about Cadillac that they did this. Now, you do have a knob here to control the screen. We'll be turning on the screen a little bit later on with your manual buttons of your phone and going back, and your home button with your music and navigation system and so forth. Really good feel on this manual or this lever here that you have to switch in and out of gears. Great feel on your palm, so I can totally see if you're on a long drive, your palm's not getting tired. Very great, very great. Along with your manual and your traction control pad here with your modes, if you want to go in from snow to regular comfort modes and so forth. You have a wireless charging pad for your phone. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A lot of people are doing this. Manufacturers are putting this inside their car as a standard option to have in the car. Great. You do have your manual buttons. You do have on this particular luxury package, you got heated and cooled seats, controlling them at what levels you want. Great. You do have on this option, again, is the lane assist and driver awareness package. That is a great option to have when you're maybe veering off the lanes. It's kind of throwing you back into lane and things like that. So prevents you from crashing. So it's more of a safety rating kind of thing. You have the manual buttons here in this kind of polished silver look that your passenger and your driver can set exactly what they want for temperature and the flow of vents and all these things. Now let's go ahead and turn on this car and check out the screens. Now looking at the cluster, it's a full digital cluster. I love the setup that Cadillac brought to this cluster. You do have, let's turn off that music, sorry about that. You do have your tachometer in digital along with your mile per hour number digital, along with your gas and your heat and all that and everything that goes on with the functionality of the car. Very beautiful. And the colors that they chose and the vibrant red that they have is just a great pop out color. Now you come over to this screen. It's touch sensitive. Great. It is in demo mode. We could continue and kind of see, we could control audio and so forth. Come back to home. and your navigation, your Wi-Fi setups and users on this and so forth. You'd have to dink around with it, kind of getting to know your car itself if you're coming into it. Awesome. Home. Now also you have your sunroof glass by the push of buttons. You can open and close with your memory set up for your garage doors to your home, and SOS buttons and so forth. We're not going to press that. You got your reading lights, pretty basic up top, just like every other car. All right, guys, now that we're done with this interior, let's go talk about the specifications of the car and what this car does with regards to the motor. All right, a little bit about the motor on this car specifically. You do get the 3.0 twin turbo V6 motor with the 10-speed automatic transmission. Something different about another spec on a car, you can get also the 4-cylinder 2.0, depending on which one. I personally like the V6. People are looking for the V6. Now a little bit about the gas consumption on the car itself. It is 18 city with the 26 highway. This car does come with 360 horsepower, 405 foot-pounds of torque with a dual overhead cam, 24 valve. All right, and now we're ready to drive. We're gonna be putting it into drive here. Make sure our parking brake is off. Don't forget to click in your seatbelt, click it or ticket, everybody. Now, another thing before I start driving this car is this new 12-inch digital screen is just phenomenal. Lets you know your PSI on your tires, your oil pressure, your temperature as you're driving with time. It's all in front of you, so you're not really set off looking for something over here, even though it does have it here also. Great feel on the drive. Very snappy, to the point, gas pedal reactive. Great drive, awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna be finishing up with this video, everybody. We just wanna thank you so much for watching this review again on this 2021 Cadillac CT5. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We have some pretty cool things coming up and some merchandise coming here soon also. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you for watching Vagabond Builds again.